Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut. Got one for you today. Brand new film that's just hitting the theaters this weekend. And it is the biopic called Christy, which is the story of Christy Martin. And we see her rise from boxing at festivals for $50 and how, along with her husband and manager, she grows through the ranks of women's boxing, helps put it on the map, make it very popular to the point where she getting a contract with Don King and boxing in huge arenas. And while to the public facing, we watch as this strong individual moves up not only in popularity, but helps put women's boxing on the map. But in behind closed doors, she has a toxic relationship with her husband slash manager, who is abusive, who is controlling, exploitive, and it culminates into a very dark, traumatic situation, which we see Christy overcome and, keep going with her life and deal with it in the strongest way she can. Christy is a very powerful and intense biopic that has Sydney Sweeney putting in a transformative performance as Christy Martin. You do not see Sydney Sweeney in any of these shots. You see the person she is playing, Christy Martin. You believe she is Christy Martin. She makes you feel the emotions of this character, both the joys of boxing and how much she's driven to want to box, and also the trauma and emotions she is feeling from not only her husband, Jim Martin, who is controlling and gaslighting not only her, but her family, and seeing how he affects her family. It's a very interesting contrast between, what you see them showing on the surface to the public and what's behind closed doors, and a very interesting and deep exploration into domestic abuse and such. But Sydney Sweeney really puts in a powerful performance here, as does Ben Foster. You're not going to like Jim Martin. You're not supposed to. And Ben Foster plays this character with like this subtlety to it, like almost like just, he seems to just be this very benign, subdued guy, and then he just gets triggered and he shows this extraordinarily dark side to himself, and it becomes a very scary individual very quickly. And I thought Ben Foster played this character just the way it was meant to be played, and make you feel and get the emotions exactly how you're supposed to feel, as does Merritt Wever as Joyce Salters, Christy's mom. There was one point in this film where I was very vocal. I let out when she's having a specific conversation when Joyce is talking to Christy and saying something that Jim told her about. And I'm like, wow. Just wow. To see the challenges that Christy Martin went through in her life portrayed in this movie is moving, shocking, and just you shake your head going, oh my Lord, I can't believe these people, treated her this way. You have Johnny Salters, played by Ethan Embry, and Coleman Pedigo playing Randy Salters, her brother and her father, respectively. I liked their performances, though they don't get a huge amount of screen time. And mention to Chad L. Coleman for playing Don King. He really got into the part, and he looked like a Don King. So, great performance there for the scenes he's in. This is a tale of overcoming challenges, both personal and professional, to try to be successful and not let those challenges define you. And that is what one of the messages is in the story. And everybody puts their all into this this layered film that, it follows, a story similar to this before, but that added element, especially because I didn't know anything about Christy Martin going into this film. So when we get to the final act of this and the traumatic event that Christy has involving her husband, that was handled with not only care but just the right amount of emotional impact and gut punch that you want from that scene. So yeah, overall, I think Christy is an effective biopic that if you like this type of story, if you like biopics, or you're a boxing fan, especially female boxing fan, you're going to want to check this out. It's in theaters now. I recommend it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, bells and whistles and all that here on the YouTube channel. I thank you for your support. Until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.